here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Rutherford weather friends, glad you're with us here. We're going to give you an update. We are on the Rutherford Weather Channel as well as WGNS Radio. So bouncing back and forth, we thought we'd go on and give a broad update. I can tell you right now, nothing severe at this point. The rain beginning to move into the area, and we have a couple of advisories. One of those advisories is for a flood watch, or a flood warning, pardon me. This flood warning for another, almost 3 hours, and it's going to be the western half of Rutherford County. So the western half of Rutherford County in this flood warning, flash flood warning. And Doppler radar estimates are anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2 inches of heavy rainfall have already fallen, and additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches, maybe even more, could be possible. So that's why we wanted to hop on here. Now, what are areas that are included in this? It's not the western half of Rutherford County either, as it said. It's really the western third of Rutherford County. So from Laverne down to Smyrna High School, Stewart's Creek High School, just to the west of MMC West Lawn, Veterans Parkway in that area, in Blackman. So you've got those things. Hold on just a moment. Oh, there we go. And I know what that is now. So, so we wanted to warn you about that. The high winds, we're still going to have to deal with that, and some other things here as well as this storm kind of comes through. Meteorologist Justin Bailey has been watching these storms with me all day, really. And Justin, this system getting its act together. But everybody wants to know the question: are we going to get tornadoes? Are we going to get high winds? Is it going to be just rain and that kind of thing? So, what is your opinion on that at this point?
Like a lot of wind and very heavy rain for us.
Yeah, we did just get included. It just popped on here. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is for the southwestern corner of Rutherford County till 3:45. 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-size hail. So that's what we're kind of looking at there.
This storm that we're coming into Shelbyville right now. There is a chance that part of that does still try to wrap up and produce a tornado or two coming through this area. But you can see on radar the hail core developing north of it, just north of Pulaski. A few moments ago, we could see some pink on the radar imagery showing hail up in that area of it.
Let me kind of do a little adjustment here and see. Yeah, it's kind of a little fairly north of Pulaski, really going to go between Lewisburg and Cornersville, really, it looks like. So that would be the southern extent. The entire Bedford County area is under this warning as well, and it's really the southwestern corner of the county that's in this warning. So let me try to, and that's my weather warning information. Hold on just a second here. All right, time to get more on this storm, the severe thunderstorm warning, and let's check it out here from Weatherology.
And good afternoon. But areas along and southwest of Interstate 24, including overall down toward Christiana. And this storm is likely to produce some strong winds up to 60 miles an hour per hour.
I think I maybe shut him off there by accident. That's one of the things that I didn't get done in time, and all of this happened really quick. You know, you prepare for all of this, Justin, and have everything worked out how it's going to go. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't necessarily go that way. So we'll try it all once again. Now I think we've got Ray back here where we can hear him very well. Ray?
All right. Once again, that severe thunderstorm warning for southern Rutherford County, affecting areas mainly along and west of Interstate 24. So from roughly Murfreesboro back to the southwest, including Overall and Christiana. Right now, what we're looking at here are 60-mile-an-hour straight-line winds. We're not seeing any significant signs of rotation with this activity. We do have that tornado watch in effect, so we're watching very closely for that, but not seeing that at this time. Really more of a threat for some gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour. Again, particularly from Overall down toward Christiana. I think the worst of the storm stays south of the city of Murfreesboro as we go through this next half hour, with this warning set to expire at 3:45. We are going to see very heavy rainfall with this activity as it moves across Rutherford County. So even if you're not included in that warning, be aware we are going to have some heavy rain with these storms as they move through as well. Rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches this afternoon, and another couple of inches of rain with some follow-up storms tonight. So flooding is going to become more of a concern as well as the afternoon goes on.
All right. Thank you very much, Ray Miller. Joining us here to give us further analysis on the storm, and meteorologist Justin Bailey here with me as well. And this is kind of has the look of a backward C here, doesn't it, Justin?
Yeah, that's a little part of it that gives me some concern. The bottom end of that C could want to rotate. That could also bow out into damaging straight line winds. And that's currently what we're seeing is more of a straight line wind threat out of this. Our plan is we're going to come out of Shelbyville and try and track this up through the Bell Buckle, Beech Grove areas as this comes into the southernmost parts of Rutherford County.
All right. We'll just pop back on here with us when you have something else to pass along. That is meteorologist Justin Bailey joining us here on our live Rutherford weather coverage. And we are on the Rutherford Weather channels, video, YouTube, Facebook, X, all of those channels. Plus, if you are away from a screen, WGNSradio.com is another great place. Had a long tradition at the radio station of bringing you severe weather coverage, and that tradition, of course, continues here. So this storm is moving at 70 miles an hour. My goodness, it's booking it. 70 miles an hour. And so let's see if we can't track it into the county and give you some times of arrival here, possibly. And I need to track it in a different way. So let me change my mode here. And we're just going to kind of pick the outer edge of the storm, if you will, and take it through. May have to turn my warnings off here. It is definitely not cooperating. So let me try one more setting here. My computer has had to do some overtime work today. I think I just need to zoom out. The flashing yellow, by the way, for those of you seeing that, that is the tornado watch that is in effect. So trying one more time, the linear mode, so we can, it's really moving into the western parts of the county now regardless. Let me just give you some of those areas that are seeing the heavy rain right now. It's from just south of Stewart's Creek down towards Cedar Grove and Eagleville, Champions Run Golf Course, Rockvale. That's the really heavy rain, the northern extent of this. And I will take those off for just a moment, or I don't want to take them all off. Let's see. Let's turn the tornado watch off. That way we can make sure to be able to track this storm. It's down toward Lewisburg and Cornersville. There is, as Justin was mentioning a second ago, some angry look down there. So not really seeing in terms of the high winds, what we were kind of speaking about. So first of all, we'll go back to the normal reflectivity mode, which is what you would normally see. Well, I think we're going to have to do this. So there you go. That's what the background looks like, and we'll reload. We were having some issues earlier with radar Omega and seemingly having a few now. Give you an opportunity to take a look. That is the Rutherford County square that you're seeing right there on the clouds kind of moving in. If we look out toward the Medical Center Parkway area, we'll be able to see rain-covered roads. Back to the radar here. And let me see if I can actually get down to what I was trying to check for you here. And those are the high winds that are beginning to push in. Leading edge of those winds. Well, there's some definite 60 mile an hour, 65 mile an hour wind gust with these. So definitely severe. There was a 72 in there. So that's the what we were kind of wanting to see, where that leading edge was. So now let's kind of track it. I know you're trying to think, well, when is it going to affect me? So right now, the winds pushing into the Blackman area, Overall Creek, Cedar Grove, Alisona, these are coming in from the west. There's more coming in from the southwest as well. So this is going to be with us here for a moment. And part of this storm is moving at 55 miles an hour. I'm just going to give you the leading edge here that's coming through Rutherford County, okay? That way I can give you some times for, the leading edge of the high winds that are expected. So looking like Blackman in the next 4 or 5 minutes. Downtown Murfreesboro, this is the heavy rain, okay? 6 minutes. Link in about 8 minutes. Florence in about 8 minutes. Christiana, about 10 minutes. Same for the Leanna area, then toward Wade. Now, as this storm begins to kind of push in from the southwest where those high winds are located, in that southwestern corner, as you heard just a second ago, not really expecting, let's see, there we go. Yes, the winds are kind of coming together out toward Chapel Hill. Let's see. See those winds where we have kind of a kink in the line, but there's nothing close together. When you look at this, you're looking at reds and greens together. So we're definitely seeing some high winds there. So let's kind of pull this through our area. And we're going to have it at a eastward motion at 55. It likes to zoom out for some reason. And here we go with some times of arrival for the damaging wind portion of this storm. Rover in about 5 minutes. Midland in about 8. Decent in about 9. Versailles, about 10 minutes. Eagleville, 10 minutes, 10 to 11. Fosterville, about 10 minutes. Rockvale in about 12 minutes. These are approximate times. This is not a tornado warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, and these winds are very high in this particular portion of the storm that we're tracking through. Let me zoom in a little bit more so maybe you can see where Rutherford County is here. And we'll put a nice little circle there so we can continue down the line. If you live in Short Creek, Windrow, Rucker, and Barfield, about 15 minutes. This storm is traveling fast, 55 miles an hour. Maybe the south part of Murfreesboro in about 20 minutes. Floration in about 24, Kittrell 26. Then out toward Compton is as far out. That's our last point here. And in this southern part of the county, about almost 188,000 people under this severe thunderstorm warning. So we'll continue to follow. We'll probably stick with radio here as well until things kind of clear the area. We do have Middle Tennessee Lady Raider basketball coming up at 4 o'clock for you as well. And let me turn on a different product here. So kind of the leading edge of that is just south of Eagleville now, and about 7 miles from the Rockvale Community Center, about 10 miles from Rockvale, should reach I-24, well, about 17 miles, okay? Let me also begin to take a look. I have a connection with the National Weather Service as well. Flooding is a real concern with this. We're seeing lots of flooding photos coming in from areas to the west and where these storms are from, like Lawrenceburg. So we know they're packing a lot of rain. So we don't want to we want to underscore the fact that we are also in the western half of the county under a flash flood warning as well for the next bit. In fact, let's kind of talk about that part of the storm, okay? So, very heavy rain between Florence and Smyrna. If you live in the Lake Farm Estates, Green Acres, Belmead, Hickory Grove, Ridgefield, it's coming that way, or it's there right on top of you. Heavy rain down toward Whitehaven, that's near the Siegel community. Blackman, Amaville. This is the heavy rain portion. Rock Springs up toward Laverne, anywhere from really the Nice Mill area, well, further than that, really down to near the Siegel High School area, all the way to the northwest into Laverne. Very, very heavy rain. We can hear the wind picking up here at the Rutherford Weather Center. But the highest winds are about to come into the Eagleville area. Kind of draw this right here. This is where there's kind of a backward C motion or a backward C look, where we could have some very, very high winds. In fact, let me take a look. At the winds that are about to come into Allisona and Eagleville. Radar estimates of 65 to 70 mile per hour winds are about to come into Eagleville, where it's already at about 40, 45 mile an hour winds. And when this updates, it'll be on us here in Eagleville, okay? So I'm going to keep it on this product for just a minute for those who are watching. So we want to give a heads up for you in Eagleville. I mean, when we're talking about winds of 65 to 70 miles an hour being transferred down to the ground, those can be very damaging. Eagleville, it's on you right now. This is, again, severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning right now. So a heads up out toward Cedar Grove and Pleasant Hill and Rockvale, also Windrow. Cedar Grove, it's on you right now. We're seeing those high winds in that area. If you hear a little bit of silence, I'm just checking some things and making sure I've got lots of sources here, making sure I'm giving you all of the proper information. I said once we talked about the wind, we would also look at the rainfall as well. See, there's a radar scan and it's already in Eagleville, and I gave you a heads up in Eagleville. So let's go down the line. Down Highway 99. If you are west of I-24, this is really going to take a Highway 99 route. It does appear. Those high winds. Meteorologist Justin Bailey is out. He is trying to get in front to see what he can see out there. We have the cameras. In fact, we take a look at the camera that is in the Medical Center Parkway area. If it will cooperate, that's the area that we need to be looking toward. So keep an eye out that way. All right, so flood warning information. So again, two things going on right now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is for the southwestern corner of Rutherford County. It really goes from along I-24 from Plainview up toward Blackman. If this warning is extended, it could get this into downtown Murfreesboro, down toward Cedar Grove and Allisona. The flood warning, here is that info. Western Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee, it's the western third, and expecting anywhere from an additional 1 to 2 inches, maybe even higher rainfall amounts. Let me see if I can check our 1 hour precip totals here, if it will cooperate. Not picking up on that just yet. You're going to hear some thunder and lightning and things of that nature with it as well. If we go back to what regular radar looks like, it's not as loud and boisterous as the ones from this morning. Those were loud and lots of lightning, but they were more surface, or these are more surface based than those storms. There is a special weather statement for the northern half of the county for gusty winds up to 40 miles an hour and maybe some half-inch hail. Let's see if we can get an update here on our storm as we have joining us.
Good afternoon again, meteorologist.
Go ahead.
There we are. Can you hear me?
Yes. We can hear you.
There we go. Yeah. Having some technical issues.
Of course.
Very good. Having some technical issues on this side. I wanted to be sure. We continue to track strong winds moving into southern parts of Rutherford right now, particularly around the Christiana area, and especially just south, down in the northern part of Bedford County. A much more significant strong wind signature there down around the Bell Buckle. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to have some brief winds up to 70 miles an hour in that area. Rutherford County, we're really talking about areas, again, east of Highway 231, along and south of Interstate 24, at least for right now. The line of storms moving east, the individual cells within the line make way to the northeast. And so we may see an action in the eastern parts of Rutherford County, but for right now, those gusty winds kind of bearing down on south central Rutherford, with that high potential for 60-mile-an-hour winds and a somewhat lower potential for winds up to 70 miles an hour. We continue to look for signs of rotation with these storms. We do have that tornado effect, and we're starting to see a little bit of wind shear along the leading edge of those gusty winds. That means there is at least the potential, as these storms continue to strengthen as they move their way to the east, at least a little bit of potential that we may see a brief spin-up type of tornado on the leading edge of gusty winds. It's not happening yet. We're starting to see the first little indications that might be trying to develop, so we're going to keep a very close eye on that as this moves from south central into eventually east central parts of Rutherford County. That is becoming a little bit more of a concern. Indication of some sharper wind shear right on the leading edge of the line is becoming just a little bit stronger now, and that is going to be the concern. The storms move a little bit further east into central Tennessee through the afternoon. So we'll continue to monitor that. Again, for right now, severe thunderstorm warning for southern parts of Rutherford County until 3:05.
Thank you very much. Ray Miller joining us here to give us an update. Meteorologist Ray Miller, appreciate that. I think I hear Justin in my ear
Hey,
too.
Bryan.
Yeah, what do you see?
I just want to let you know we just came through War Trace and are actually heading to Bell Buckle right now. So whenever we get to a good vantage point, we're going to stop up here and I guess let this thing hit us and see what it's got.
Okay, very good. So if this were to come from Chapel Hill, this leading edge that's kind of bulging out here, it's really at Unionville now, headed toward Midland and Fosterville. So that's going to be a quick catch up there, but I think you'll make it. And so that's the very extreme southern corner of the county that we're going to have to keep an eye on there.
Correct.
All right. Well, very good. Stay safe out there. Meteorologist Justin Bailey on our coverage here this afternoon as well. This is the area that Ray was talking about, and Justin is headed toward. Okay. So I'm not forgetting about you up in Eagleville and Cedar Grove. Very heavy, very high winds, let me put it that way, pushing into that area, already in that area. Rockvale, you're next. It's on your doorstep. Then look for areas like, if you know, Overall Creek Elementary, Cason Lane, Riverdale High School, Salem Elementary. That's going to be the back end of this particular storm. And we'll have to see if they reissue any type of warning for that. So again, this storm is, not sure why it keeps zooming out on me. Now I've got to redo all of that, so hold on just a second. Yeah, some very bright colors. That would indicate maybe 70-mile-an-hour winds. So we'll pull this to the north and east. We're going to do this at 55 miles an hour. Concerned about this southern extent. And Deason here in about 8 minutes. That's just over the Rutherford County line. Midland, 10 minutes. Fosterville, 12 minutes. Moving on to Christiana in about 15 minutes. Haley in 14 minutes. I think I mentioned Fosterville, 11 minutes for you. Pulling this on down, I think those are, then that's going to take it on into Cannon County. So we've got another, whoops, better do that. We've got another 22 minutes, and I'm not, this storm that is packing at least 60-mile-an-hour winds, and it's really showing strengthening signs. And there we go with tornado warning. Tornado warning now for Rutherford County. This is a tornado warning for southern Rutherford County until 4:15. At 3:22, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 11 miles southwest of Murfreesboro, at moving at northeast at 50 miles per hour. This storm should be around downtown in moments. So tornado warning. This is going to be the extension of that severe thunderstorm warning. So you are the first to hear about that. Champion Run Golf Course down toward Midland, Fosterville, Christiana, Plainview, Big Springs, Gum, Barfield, Overall, Brook Hill is going to take it right through downtown. Las Casas, Sharpsville, just south of my vantage point here, or just south of the Siegel area, Fairfield Estates, Two Hills, Las Casas. This is coming your way. But first up is Rockvale, Barfield. Be in your safe place. Where is that safe place? Remember, duck, okay? Downstairs, under something, center of the building. Keep away from windows. We've been going here for about 33 minutes. Tornado warning, Rutherford County. It includes Bedford County as well. This is going to run for another 50 minutes. Kind of in this for the long haul now. So many colors on the screen. It's hard to keep up with, I'm sure, for some of you. We can see where this storm has started to take a look. Midland, it's in your area. And let me let you know, Ray, that the EAS is going off. We can maybe talk about this as soon as that finishes. That's okay. Let me reset things because we had a radar update. So Christiana, Plainview, Gum, Barfield, Link. It's right on you there in Link. It's coming into Rockvale right now. It is on top of you. New Vision Buchanan Campus and Whitworth Buchanan Schools, you are next in line. It really looks like maybe the most dangerous part of that storm is going to stay south of the downtown, but we'll just have to see. On the Weather Channel, we do have the cameras going so you can see it's just really heavy rain now. There's another quick update. So if you live anywhere from just north of Murfreesboro out toward Medical Center Parkway and to the south and east, you need to move to the lowest level, basement, storm shelter if you have it, center of the room, put as many walls between you and the outside, and you just cannot afford to be in a mobile home right now. Got a little bit of a heads up there. Our Rutherford weather coverage continues. Meteorologist Ray Miller joining here now. And Ray, give us an update on this tornado warning now.
Yeah, I had mentioned during the last update, we were starting to see that wind shear that could produce a tornado, and now we're seeing much more significant area of circulation, leading edge of the winds moving into the Christiana area in particular. In fact, the weather just reminding folks here the last minute or two, folks in Christiana in particular, you need to be in your tornado shelter right now. As you were just describing, get to a basement or storm shelter if you have available. If you don't have one available, you get to the lowest level of a sturdy building, move to an interior room near the center of the building. Usually that's a bathroom or a closet. You want to get as low as you can, cover your head, and stay away from windows. And if you're in, as you mentioned, a trailer, mobile home, anything of that nature, you abandon that, get into a more significant structure, and follow those safety precautions. As an absolute last resort, get down into a ditch or low-lying area. Again, this is right around the Christiana area right now on the leading edge of this larger complex of storms moving through Rutherford County. So the Weather Service has drawn a fairly large warning here encompassing roughly the eastern half of the county, including the city of Murfreesboro. Given the northeastern back of this, it's going to be a very close call for the downtown area. I think the most likely back for this is going to be just east of town. It'll pass through Christiana and then stay mainly east of Highway 231. However, just to be safe, if you're in the city, go ahead and continue with your tornado precautions, and especially from the eastern half of Murfreesboro on into eastern portions of Rutherford County. Anybody east of Highway 231, you need to be moving to your tornado shelter right now. And again, can't emphasize it enough. If you're in Christiana, the time to move is now. This knocking on the door, going to be moving in just a minute or two, and then tracking north across the remainder of eastern Rutherford County.
Thank you very much, Ray. Meteorologist Ray Miller. He'll be keeping us updated here. So if you live in Christiana, Plainview, Gum, Pleasant View, Floration, Big Springs, you need to be making your way to your tornado shelter. If you live anywhere around the Rutherford Boulevard area out toward the let's see, John Bragg Highway area, you need to be moving to shelter. And let's make sure that we've got things that shouldn't be running, not running here. So it's passed through, it's right on the doorstep of Christiana, and it's where the red and green comes together. Justin, I heard you just a moment ago. Are you there with us? Here's this latest update. So really between Midland and Christiana right now. If you live anywhere near Christiana, the schools, you need to seek shelter. Let me zoom on in and give some additional, maybe even streets. Justin, do you have anything to pass along to us?
Hey, Brian, we just got on I-24 trying to come north from the southeast side into this area of circulation. Probably going to try and get about to Elam Road and watch it come across the interstate. We can see it's really dark off to our west. Just too many trees where I'm at right now to have any visual on the base of this circulation as it comes our way.
Yeah, if I don't think you're going to be able to see it. There's so much rain, wouldn't you think?
Very possibly, yeah. It's going to be really difficult to see. But if there is anything down, we should be able to see power flashes and stuff of that nature.
Yes, very good. All right. Well, keep us updated. Stay safe. And you're what, about 10 minutes from that area? Something like that?
Probably not even that much, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, pop back on here. I can hear you as soon as you pop in. So we want to hear what you have to say. As that's meteorologist Justin Bailey out there tracking the storm, trying to catch up with it. This storm right now, they and you're seeing reds and greens here on the screen, and those reds and greens are. And Justin, I don't know if you can actually see my screen or not, but trying to find the.
Yeah, I can. Can you see mine?
No.
I got a lowering right there in front of me.
Do you really? Let me pop that on here. I can pop it up here just a second if I can find it. There we are, right here. Okay, so in the top left-hand corner, we'll take it full as well. up here now. You can see Justin's live shot at the very top there. So do this. Christiana down to Plainview, near I-24 at Barrett Firearms. So you know where that is. That's the Epps Mill Road exit. Sledge Road. We're not ignoring the other parts of the county, but this is where there is a tornado warning. Okay? Tornado warning. We are seeing some what could be wind damage from Bedford County, or it could be maybe more than wind damage, not exactly sure. Plainview School, this is right there at Plainview School. Headed toward Big Springs, Gum. As a matter of fact, let me pull out here and give you times of arrival. It's going to be a broad brush here. So many things running on my computer, it is not cooperating, so. But we'll make it through here. We've got a radar update. So the circulation is past Plainview now, or right on Plainview. We're going to move this out, and it's going 55 miles an hour. And that will give it some time of arrival, or give you times of arrival. Gum on you right now, 3 minutes. Curly, 12 minutes. Reedyville, 13 minutes. Culpeper in about 14 minutes. Those are your impact times here. If you live in Rutherford County, that's probably why you're listening or watching. So that's why we have Rutherford weather for you. Radio and the Rutherford weather channels. Bearing down on, about to go over I-24. Now we've got another warning for Rutherford County. This is for eastern Rutherford County, a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:30. I'm going to stick here with this tornado warning. If you're out toward Bradyville Road, Doug Hollow, up toward Kittrell, looks like the circulation is going to stay south of Las Casas. You need to be in your safe room. Not a whole lot of Rutherford County real estate left, but still some precious real estate. Very southeastern corner of the county. Bradyville, Reedyville, you're coming up. In Reedyville, I know you're probably thinking back. Let me see. This severe thunderstorm warning, that is going to be just an extension of the previous thunderstorm warning. Take it through the rest of the county. So if you're in Rutherford County, watching, listening, you need to seek shelter. The severe thunderstorm has 60-mile-per-hour winds. So this has crossed 24, Gum to Pleasant View, Floration, Vaught Road Slab up next. Reedyville, you're in line. If you're listening to this, seek shelter. This is staying south of Murfreesboro. Now you're getting winds and rain in Murfreesboro. I think I had muted you there, Justin, there for a moment. Do you have any updates as you're driving through?
Backed up pretty bad from some trees snapped in half over there.
Okay.
So, if not straight line winds, possibly did have a tornado on the ground right there, just south of exit 89. What is this? Epps Mill Road.
Epps Mill Road. Yep. So We need to treat this, of course, as a tornado. I don't think that it has been confirmed just yet. There is a new tornado warning. This is for Cannon County. So this is going to take this storm on into Cannon County, and it's about to be out of Rutherford County in the next few. But let me see if I can. Nope, can't do that. Need to make a quick adjustment here. Pleasant View, Floration.
Go down Manchester Pike a little bit and see if there's also damage down there as well.
Okay, very good. We'll check in just a few. Meteorologist Justin Bailey out on this storm as it is making its way through Rutherford County here. Let's be in our safe place. Bradyville Pike, this storm is on you right now. Good time to get an update, I think, and that update will come from storm specialist and meteorologist Ray Miller. Ray, this thing is really, we're getting reports of maybe some damage around I-24 as it crossed Epps Mill Road, so that would be right around where the tightest couplet is.
Right, that's exactly where we're seeing this tornado track a few minutes ago, and now the circulation east of the interstate. I'd put a measure on this here for you. It's about 9 miles south of Murfreesboro right now, and just about 4 miles east of Interstate 24. We're starting to get close now to the Cannon County, and there has been a tornado warning now for Cannon County as we continue to see circulation here. Good news is, what good we do have is that it's not as distinct a circulation as it was earlier. We're still seeing this rather large line of wind shear on the leading edge of the line of storm, but not the pronounced, very tight circulation we had as it moved through Christiana area, as it moved through the interstate, when it was a much significant radar couplet, but much more indicative of a developing tornado. Where we could get a brief spin up on the leading edge of these gusty winds. They move into west parts of Cannon County. We'll see.
Morning. I'm going to put him right there in that box in the top so you can see and also see the radar. So here's what's left of Rutherford County. I can actually, from the leading edge to the county line, 2.5 miles. So you know, if you live in the area east of Kittrell, between Kittrell and Reedyville, this storm is bearing down on you. Bradyville is actually over, well, kind of both Rutherford and Cannon have some Reedyville in us, I guess, right? So that's that portion of the storm. It is tornado warned, and that's why we've been on that pretty heavy here. And you can see Justin driving around in the area of Highway 41 out the Manchester Highway. Getting very heavy rain in downtown Murfreesboro. Also, there on the square, traffic moving along, everything is okay there. But here is the remaining portion of the severe or the tornado warning for Rutherford County, right there. So we've been talking about this area. We've been harping about you out there. So Reedyville, Bradyville, time to seek shelter. The heaviest of the rainfall has now crossed much of I-24, maybe not really from Murfreesboro to the north, Smyrna, Laverne. The heaviest rain has now pushed further to the east. Okay? But we are still under severe thunderstorm warning for the next 43 minutes. I don't think it's going to take 43 minutes for that to get out of here. But if you live anywhere near Oakland High School, Walter Hill Elementary, Milton, Las Casas, this is going to overlap too, by the way, a little bit. Our areas that were just hit with the heavy winds that were under the tornado warning, now under this severe thunderstorm warning, that's going to bring this very heavy rain and wind right on through areas that maybe have already seen some damage. National Weather Service saying the rotation is strong but still very broad near about to cross Highway 70 near Reedyville. So there it is right there. We've been on this for you for 56 minutes now. So it is about to cross John Bragg Highway right into Reedyville. Man, I hate to see that. But again, there have been no damage reports from this Rutherford County cell other than those that Justin has given us, and I have not had the opportunity to pass those along. But there were some trees down on the Manchester Highway. Bradyville Road. This is past you and about to cross over U.S. Highway 70S, the John Bragg Highway. And then this will belong to Cannon County here in just a few. So if you know someone in Cannon County that lives probably just north of downtown Woodbury, Hardscrabble, Porterfield, Reedyville, of course. We've told you Reedyville, you have to be in shelter now. Pleasant Ridge, those are the areas that are in line for this tornadic storm. Now, it is really amazing that this big wind bag, after it pushed through and the heaviest of the rain pushed through and brought the high winds with it, really sounds a lot different outside the place here. So hopefully we're still going to get more rain later, but we do think that this could probably be our big issue was on this leading edge, the way it was kind of working out toward this afternoon. Took a long time to figure out what this storm was going to decide to do. I did just see a comment on YouTube, is Walter Hill clear? Sorry, that was a few minutes ago. I was pretty busy there, but I have not heard of any damage in Walter Hill, and we've just got to get this high winds through. And I think our velocity scan just updated. And so this is right on top of Reedyville, just went through Reedyville and is going to go north of Woodbury. So Reedyville, you've got just a few more moments. Hang in there. I know it's been a tough few years for our friends in Reedyville. If you are listening back toward Eagleville and Rockvale and really west of I-24, you're in pretty decent shape. The heaviest of the rain and the leading edge with the wind, Lascassas, Milton, Walter Hill Elementary School. It's just gone through where Wilson Elementary is and will cross over State Route 266 here in just a few. We're getting another scan update here. And my computer really does not like those scans. You can see Justin still around. He's in the top box. If you're watching on the Rutherford Weather Channel, if you're listening on radio, WGNS, I think we're going to be in a point where we can hop off there at about 4 o'clock. And that would be the time for our pregame for Lady Raiders down in Huntsville. But again, the tornado warned portion of this storm, you go back down, just look one more time at the velocities. I think that has already crossed Reedyville. It has. That leading edge has crossed into Reedyville now. Really heavy, really high winds going on right now there. So for Jackson back at the radio station, we will. I will let you take over control at 4 o'clock. Looks like about 65 to maybe 70 mile per hour winds pushing into Reedyville right now. But where the reds and greens come together, that has pushed over into Cannon County at this point. So let's kind of do a quick reset. If you've got any damage reports, if you will, on Twitter, use the hashtag TSpotter, or if you want to relay those to me, you can. And the tornado warning for Rutherford County is canceled as of right now. This is, if I know we're very close with Cannon County, this is in Cannon County now, and it's going to go close to the downtown area, just to the north of it. So be on watch. Auburntown, I know you're friends with Milton and everybody knows everybody out that way. It may be a little too far north, but you are in the warning now, okay? And let's see. Now we've got to continue to worry about the flooding issues in the western part of the county, the western 1/3. And this severe thunderstorm warning will be through Rutherford County in, well, the warning expires in 36 minutes, but I have a feeling it will be through here before then. Go back to radar. We'll see if in the next 5 minutes we can get any updates from Justin. The one update that I have not seen yet, so if you live in the area of Manchester Highway, around the Epps Mill Road area, you could help us out by confirming some of those reports. Justin saw those on the road, like trees into power lines. I can hear you now, Justin. Anything to pass along? And of course, it froze up right at that moment. Don't we love technology? Go ahead. I can hear you a little bit now, I think.
So we're now going up Big Springs Road, mostly just tree limbs and stuff down. Cobb Road had quite a few tree limbs down on it, blocking parts of that road. But nothing, no structural damage or anything like that we've been able to see yet. Just trying to crisscross some of these back roads to this end of the county where that couplet came through and see what we can see.
Okay. I did just get a report from the National Weather Service. Thunderstorm wind damage 6 miles southeast of Eagleville. Possible structure damage near Kingdom Road. That from a storm spotter there. So we'll continue to see those reports come in. For those that may have family and friends in Cannon County, that rotation signature did just move north of Woodbury. So we'll kind of continue to keep a little bit of an eye on that. But Rutherford County, no more tornado warning. The tornado warning really covered the southern half of the county. We're getting some reports from Eagleville to Epps Mill that we know of right now. And other reports will continue to come in. We did have a severe thunderstorm warning for the rest of the county. It came in as a severe thunderstorm warning, then went to tornado warning, and we followed that through the eastern lower third, southern third of the county. We dealt with a lot of wind out toward Eagleville and Rockvale as this thing was really cranking up. But the heaviest of the rains now are really between Las Casas and Milton. Now, we're still going to have some heavy rain, but that was the leading edge of all of that wind that we were worried about. So let me just kind of give you an idea on the plan here. We will continue to work. And by the way, if you make a comment on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, I think I can see those now. So if you have some damage, know what's going on out there, let us know. Rutherford County Fire working 2 reports of large trees blocking the roadway in Christiana on Williams Road, and also the 4500 block of Jones Road. All right. One more quick thing before we leave for radio. We're going to stay here on the Rutherford Weather Channel for just a bit. I want to take a look at the Middle Tennessee electric outage map. And this is just going to have to be a down and dirty way for you to see it, but I'm going to drag it over. And we are seeing some outages really in the southeastern part of the county where we were talking about seeing some outages or seeing the high winds in that area. So there's one of anywhere between 50 and 250. So they're really concentrated in the southeastern corner of the county. A few up in Laverne and Smyrna, but that could be one outage. That could be as many as 50. Total out in Rutherford County is 167. And again, most of those concentrated in the southern portion there. All right. Well, for those who are listening on WGNS Radio, we'll leave you to coverage of the Lady Raiders. Good luck to them as they play for a conference championship. And we will get to that coming up here right now. And for those who want to stick with the weather, check us out on Rutherford Weather, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X. We're live streaming there at RUCO Weather. You can search it up on whatever platform. Like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you can get coverage like this, which you've been able to hear for 78 years on the radio, now bringing it to other platforms. Thanks, radio, for joining us, and hope you stayed safe in the storm. We'll send it to Joe Fisher coming up next. Give me just a quick moment to reset. Make sure I don't sneak on somehow, right? There we go. All right. got a comment from Dre. Dre said it was very dicey going to parents' house on 269. That comment just a couple of minutes ago. I hope everything is okay out there, Dre. Let's see. Working back over to comments here just to make sure that I can see everything I need to.
Hey, you got me, Brian?
Yeah, go ahead, Justin.
Got a large tree down here on Burke's Hollow Road.
It is a pretty large tree, isn't it? And looks like work crews out there trying to clear that, or not work crews. That looks just like neighbors trying to clear it.
Yeah, goodbyes.
Yeah. Ray Miller is joining us. You have updates on the storms that are pushing through here. Hold on just a quick second. Connection to my console here for you, Ray. So I'm going to have to do it a down and dirty way. Go ahead. Sorry.
The strong winds have now moved out of the county into Cannon County. The rotation that we were watching now almost out of Cannon County now, further east over toward Warren. But still some gusty winds right along the Rutherford and Cannon County line. Wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour still possible. So for the next couple of minutes, folks in those areas do need to continue with your severe weather precautions. But overall, things beginning to ease up now for Rutherford County. The concern now will shift to the potential for flooding. We've got quite a bit of heavy rainfall that's behind this initial line, and we think we'll have heavy rain continuing through much of the afternoon and into the evening hours. So flooding more of a concern, the damaging winds now less of a concern as these storms move off to the east.
That was going to be the big question, because I'm getting some comments. You know, is this it? Are we going to have to wait throughout the night? Because we didn't know if those supercells were going to form ahead, but this is the line progressing through. So the damaging wind tornado threat, that really goes down now, right?
Yeah, that's right. Much more stable. Winds, the potential for push now further into eastern portions of Tennessee, western North Carolina, western Georgia, as this line of storms continues to push off to the east. Our severe weather threat ending now behind this line, but again, that flood threat increasing. So that's what we'll have to be on guard for through the rest of the night.
All right, Ray. I love you like a brother, but I hope I don't have to talk to you tonight. Sounds good. All right. Ray Miller joining us. He is our storm specialist. He keeps us updated on all the warnings when they're issued. We break in not only on radio. Now that's when all of this started, was on radio, but we have other platforms that we can reach a broader audience. For those of you who don't know what WGNS radio is, I work there every day. But this is just another way that we can bring information on multiple platforms. And I appreciate some of the comments that are coming through here as well. So want to look at our National Weather Service chat here. And let me bring this up full screen. I mean, it's raining in the county, but as Ray said, that wind bag is now it's pushed on through Cannon County, or about to exit the county. So I'm going to pull. I'm going to put that shot in a box there for you again. And this is it. So almost to Bradyville. That's you're right there on the Cannon County line, just about it. There's Bradyville Pike. So just off of Bradyville Pike. So that's Burke's Hollow Road. So that's one of the reports. That's a pretty good sized tree.
It is, and it was snapped at the base, and a cedar tree at that. They're pretty strong.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a little Bradford pear,
Let's see. We are seeing some more tornado warnings begin to pop up. DeKalb, Warren, Van Buren, White, but I think that's for the storm that came through here. Let's see. Debris blocking I-24 eastbound at mile marker 89 in Rutherford County. Tree across the roadway. You came through some of that damage, but that was on Manchester Pike, I think.
No, we saw that on I-24, and the traffic was backed up on the eastbound side.
Oh, okay. Christiana. So you can see Justin's about to go around that. Let me show you. All right, so here is Williams Road, where that little blue flag is there, just off of, so small, can't see, Midland Crescent and Threet Road, New Zion Road. So if you know someone in that area, this is where Williams Road is. It's like a pretty residential area. We can zoom way in there. That doesn't mean that that's where it's down, but it is on that road. So that's Williams Road, and let me find Jones Road. That is a very common name, so Jones Road. It's saying Bell Buckle. Well, that would be close. Okay, so that would make sense. And if you're having a little trouble seeing it, this is Williams Road where we were just looking. And off of Midland Road, what was that road down? Jones Road. And then here's Jones Road. So that would make sense. as to when this storm was coming through. So that's a couple of the reports. That was from Rutherford County Fire. The first report that we got was in Eagleville, and that was possible structure damage near Kingdom Road. So let me search up Kingdom Road in Eagleville. It's going to be closer to, well, yeah, Rockvale, not Eagleville. So there is Kingdom Road, just off Highway 41A, close to Walnut Grove, Carter Crossroad, Taylor Crossroad, and there's our report right there, I think. Yep, possible structure damage. Those icons on the radar are just very small. Let's see what you actually see when I do that. Okay. So there will be more storm reports that pop up here on the radar as we go through. For those who are curious about the strongest storm was the storm that came through here that became a tornado warning as it crossed from Rutherford County, and it's continued its punch all the way through. Storm of the moment is DeKalb and Warren counties, north of McMinnville, about to cross Highway 56. So if you know someone in that area, please let them know what is going on. Okay, let me pull up another source here. For those of you who follow on Twitter, Twitter is a good way to get real-time information out and it not be pulled into some kind of algorithm or whatnot on like Facebook. Just going to check notifications there. If you want to give me any information, I will be glad to pass it along. Everything happened so fast. This was, I'm assuming that it's still going there. Okay, just checking now because I'm worried I'm not seeing everything. So give me just a second. Okay, we're there. And
Worried I'm not seeing
we're
everything.
there.
So give me
Didn't mean to
just
pull
a
that up
second.
for you to hear it. One more place to look. Yeah. I think we may have had a little issue on X with the live stream for some reason, but it's showing that it's there. If you're over there on X, let me know. But if you make a comment, should be able to see it is my point. But it's not saying that it's live and it keeps jumping in and out. All I'm seeing is like a circle. Oh well. Live and learn. We're kind of newbies at this, figuring it out on the run. But if you've got any storm reports, that's what I'm interested to find out from you before we call it a day. We're going to talk about the flooding out there too. There is another storm report I just got. That's the one I passed along to you a minute ago out on Williams Road that we were looking at. It'll show up on the radar here in just a second. It's actually there now. I can see when the National Weather Service posts that information. So this is that debris blocking I-24. Reminds me, Justin's still driving around. You can see him. We'll take a look at him full screen here in a second as well. Need to look at the power outage map. So let's do a little tour. Let me give you that. That's a little better look, huh? There. So we'll go back to this so you can see some of the camera views. You've got Justin in the upper left, right above me there, as he is driving around looking for the damage. See if I can see any more information about this other report. There it is right there. No, that's the one for the interstate. It was right before that, somewhere up in here in Christiana. So here's Fosterville. So this would be somewhere along, probably between 231 and I-24, where that damage report just came in. So again, if you make a comment, I will be able to see that, and I will be glad to pass along any information you've got, and we'll go through and survey as when Justin feels like he's probably found enough to know if that's all the damage or not, go from there.
Hey, Brian, we
Yeah.
Woodbury Highway. Whereabout did that couplet come across Woodbury Highway?
Let me pull it back up here. It would have been right near Reedyville. It kind of crossed John Bragg
Reedyville.
Highway. Right
Okay.
there around the county line. Yeah, I would say anywhere from Kittrell School out toward Reedyville on John Bragg. That'd be a good place to look. It's meteorologist Justin Bailey out and about. You can continue to see his live shot right there as he's driving through, checking things out. A few more things for us to look at. I didn't finish my thought maybe on that. If you try to comment here, we will attempt, if you've got damage, we'd love to hear that so we can relay that to the National Weather Service as well. And that information is important for them to know, you know, is this enough significant damage? We need to do storm surveys, things of that nature. Not necessarily seeing enough of that right now, I wouldn't think, but again, that's not for us to determine. And we know that there are some big time storms going on. Let's see. I want to see this picture. This will be interesting. Let me pull this out and show you an interesting video. This is going to be another down and dirty. Let's drag it in. Hold on a second. It moved over to the wrong side. If you're going to be able to see it, let me see. This is another way we can do it. So this is a video, and Justin, if you get to a place where you can take a peek at this, this would be interesting. This was tweeted, but it's the T-Dot SmartWay camera, I-24 at Elam Road, the area that we've been looking at. We know there's been some damage through there, and this was recorded from their video. So this was as the storm was coming across I-24 near Elam Road. And you can see the wind, kind of maybe a swirling with the rain swirling in a circle. See that right there? As it crosses over the interstate. And we know that it crossed over the interstate in that neck of the woods. That just goes to show you how much motion we had in the winds as they were coming in. See how long this goes. We'll watch this for a second. 90 seconds into the video. Let's see. Let me skip forward and get us there. So this is about close to 90 seconds. See that swirling that comes across?
Yeah, I can see that.
That's very interesting, isn't it?
If nothing else, that's the if nothing else, that's the powerful straight line we were just on the south side of.
Yeah. So that's right there where we had some trees blocking the road, because that's the same shot that I've been showing you of the traffic backed up there. So this is of
Right.
that coming across. Pretty interesting find there on X.
Yeah, that was good.
Very good. I have some additional information thanks to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Let me retweet that. Sheriff's Department responding to trees blocking roads. We've told you about Williams Road and Jones Road. There are trees down at Jacobs Hollow Road at Bradyville Pike, Webb Road at Barfield Crescent Road, U.S. Highway 231 South at Rock Springs Road, Midland Road, or Rock Springs Midland Road, pardon me. And then the one on I-24 at mile marker 88, which we were just taking a peek of. Let me type this in here. So I guess I have to sing it to you. Oops. Should have sent that on the same one. Pardon me. National Weather Service. Let's see. Lebanon has a little structure fire from lightning, apparently. I know this is a picture from northwest Bedford County, but it kind of gives you a testament to the strength of the storm that we had go through. Hold on, I got to figure out what tab that's in. Let me pull that up and pull this in. Justin, as he was heading from the Bedford County area, this was reported to the National Weather Service. And I'm going to have to cancel that out. Kingdom Road, Northwest Bedford County. And this is damage to barns out in that area. And you can definitely see here, like some farm equipment all blown around. Roof damage here to the barn. Maybe this was ripped off of the front of that barn right there and landed on top of what looks like some type of silo. Okay. Interesting. All right. Don't think that there is another report here. I just want to glance through and then talk about the rain part of that with Justin here. For some reason, it went all the way back to yesterday's. Yeah, there's another tree down on power lines in northwestern Bedford County, so I bet that was right where Justin was coming through. They are shaving off some counties on the tornado watch. Top of the hour, so top of the 5 o'clock hour. I think. Yeah, that's what that's talking about. this is all information that we have passed along on the stream at some point or another. There is also a privacy fence partially blocking Rucker Road near County Farm Road. So that is an additional piece of information from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Not sure what's going on here with this. Hold on. Trying to drive too many cars at once. I'm getting some really old reports here on this one. There we go. Let me add this. Okay. When I'm typing there, if you're watching, you're thinking, why am I watching this guy type? I'm sending this information directly to the National Weather Service because they put that information out. Then maybe you can see patterns of where the damage is and things of that nature. And I wanted to make sure they knew about that Rucker Road. Also, Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue said they had a video from a neighbor of the possible funnel cloud in Christiana. So we may get to see that here in just a second. And I'm not sure if you can hear that alert sound, but that's the radar telling us that there is a new tornado warning. So they are continuing that. This storm is living its life, going toward Putnam, Cumberland, and White County now. Let's take a full view here. And I'm going to use compilation of radars just so we can see where all the rain is. So this is the full view of the entire storm system. And this is where they've been really rocked today, which lines up perfectly with what was kind of predicted. And, you know, honestly, Storm Prediction Center update today had our area and points to the south and just to the east highlighted for wind. And that very well may be what we got, wind. And we had a tornado threat, obviously, as well. But here are those Shelbyville reports coming in, too, by the way. Longview Road at Pepper Mill, just across the county line. Well, that one's in Rutherford County there. That's Midland. Yeah, I think they're starting to put some of those reports on. I got sidetracked. The wide view. So, and Justin, if you can hear me, maybe you want to pipe in here to talk about the flood risk that's going to be left behind. We will have more rainfall than has already fallen today with this system as it started to come through. It looks like, because there's heavy rain all the way back toward Dixon, and another pretty heavy line of embedded heavy rain right here that seems to be backfilling. So your thoughts on the flooding situation? You're out and you see the rivers, creeks, streams, all of that, pretty high water out there.
Yeah, we're seeing some high water ponding on roadways, and the stuff that would be expected. Few creeks and stuff out of their banks a little bit, but I haven't come across any roads underwater or anything of that nature just yet.
Well, they've only got, a portion of Rutherford County, just this kind of western third of the county in this flood warning. It's not even for all of the county. So I don't know if that gets extended or not, but we're definitely going to have more rain through the evening. Severe threat. Are you thinking? I mean, I was talking with Ray Miller earlier. He thinks that this is it. Is that your sentiment as well in terms of the tornado wind risk?
Yeah, I feel like our severe threat, Rutherford County specific, we're in the clear.
Okay. Well, do you have any qualms with? I mean, I'm not seeing any more additional reports for Rutherford County. What I really need to do is end the stream and then restart everything. And then I thought I could let the radar and the outdoor views from the videos kind of run here for a little bit this afternoon, the rest of the afternoon. Do you see any reason for us to continue to have the continuous coverage? I mean, we can always break into the other.
It's seen much tree damage since we left that cedar tree that was blocking the road that those guys were working on.
Okay.
I'm about to come through Reedyville. That was about my last pass through the path of that couplet, and then I was gonna shut it down and head to the house.
All right. Well, if you see anything out there, shoot me a video or a picture or whatnot, and I'll get it on when we get the stream rolling here again.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Thank you, Justin. Justin Bailey joining us throughout the day here, throughout this event, which was, it was like, wait. And then all of a sudden it's go time, right? And, I've been fooling with making sure that this was right and that was right and this was pulled up and this would work and running it through my head to make sure. But then when you have to do it so quickly, we're going to try to maybe simplify some of the things so we can just push a button and go, right? But this is what kind of coverage we want to be able to bring you, coverage of storms coming through the county. So appreciate Justin's help today. The videos this week, enjoyed meeting his brother Bryan as well earlier. Ray Miller, of course, keeping us updated, and all of you for joining us on the stream. And what I'm going to do in just a few moments, this stream will end, and in a few moments, once a restart is going, I'm going to just show the radar, put it on a loop. You can see the rain, things of that nature. And if we need to pop in, or there are any other, like the videos and things like that, you can pop back over and take a look at it from there. All right. And thank you so much for being here along with us on this ride on Rutherford Weather. And we'll see you next time the storms get rough.